Welcome to Rick's Corner. I have Rich Piana back, the man of the hour, the man of the power. What you see is what you get, and what you don't see is better yet, brother. Okay, remember, you can use that line.
I have.
Okay.
I didn't quite do it that good.
No, but it's good. You got to do like R.A. Mihailov. He goes, I'm 280 pounds of coiled steel and sex appeal. So that's a good one. So we want to talk about the Orange County Expo that we both were at last Saturday, which took me an hour and 45 minutes to get down there in traffic, which...
I had a hotel, so I was all good.
Yeah, I mean, it was great, but I mean, you know, the 5 freeway is like a nightmare.
Yeah, for sure.
But the expo was nice. What was your feelings about it?
You know, it could have been a bigger turnout, but, you know, I had a good time. We did good. You know, we had the Mutant booth and the Love It Kill It booth and sold clothes, and we were doing tattoos, and we were tattooing all night. Actually, we stayed 2 hours after the expo ended because we had people waiting to get tattoos, so I don't want to, like, you know.
And it's time consuming.
Yeah, so, I mean, we did good. You know, I had fun. So, for me, it was a great turnout.
I think that maybe you were the only one that did really well.
Yeah, I mean, you know, I mean, I agree.
You know, these shows, it's like anytime you put on an event, because I put on wrestling shows and, you know, bodybuilding shows and all that kind of stuff, it's really hard to get people out there. You've got to have the right venue, you got to have the right price, you got to advertise really well. You can't have anything going on across town that's going to take from, and LA is really tough because there's so many things going on, right?
Yeah.
And so the venue that he had at the Anaheim Convention Center there is huge.
Yeah, the venue is incredible. The building is incredible. The hotel connected to the convention center, the Hilton, is an awesome hotel. So all that was incredible.
Yeah.
You know, everything to do with where it was at, the location, you know, right across the street from Disneyland, you know, it's an incredible venue.
It really is.
Incredible idea.
But it's very expensive. The overhead will kill you unless you fill that stuff up with people.
Yeah, for sure.
You got to get people in there, and it's not easy.
That was an expensive expo.
It's a very expensive expo. I was very thrilled to get the award that I got, which was Achievement in Pro Wrestling and Sports, which I did not expect until about 2 weeks ago, and he told me he was going to give it to me. The funny thing was, I drove out there with my girlfriend, and I was supposed to be there at 4. I got there at 4:03.
Oh, wow.
And they wouldn't let me in because they didn't have a wristband.
Oh, Jesus.
You know how the security is, right?
Yeah.
So I tell the lady, I said, I got to go in there. I'm getting an award. She said, no, you have to have a wristband. They're all given out. I said, well, I just drove an hour and 45 minutes and flew in from New York on top of it, and now I'm here, which I didn't do. But so all of a sudden, I call Mike, and he says, oh, man, you missed it by an hour. We were running quicker than I expected, and we've already done everything. I said, I came here for nothing?
Oh, shit, I didn't know this.
Rich Piana says to let me in. So, no, this is exactly what happened. So I told my girlfriend, and she said, what's wrong? I said, I came here for nothing.
Oh,
mail me the award in the mail.
Oh, Jesus.
So I start to walk away, and all of a sudden he gets on stage. He says, we have Rick Drasin here. He's going to get an award. And I thought, wow, okay, that means I'm going in.
Yeah, because you weren't in yet when he said that. I looked and I saw you come in after that.
I was peeking through, and I see this, and the old lady has her security thing on. I said, honey, you see that man? He's mentioning my name right now. I got to go. You got to let me in. She says, okay, go ahead. So he actually pulled it together at the last minute. He gave me the award. Tom Platz was up there, which was really nice to see him. And I got the thing done. We walked around, talked to you. And when I went by the lady, I said, see, I wasn't lying. I might be older, but I don't lie. She says, no, I knew that. So it all worked out.
Yeah, no, that was good. That was awesome. When he introduced you, you walked into the building. As he introduced you.
With the wind and the music.
I wasn't sure how that got pulled off, but I guess now I know.
That was crazy. Because, you know, you drive all that way down there, and honestly, it was a long drive. You go down the 5 freeway to Anaheim on a Saturday, it's a parking lot.
Oh, and the parking, too, when you get there, right?
When I parked, and, you know, my knee is bad, I had to walk another 20 minutes to get into the building.
Yeah.
Because there's no close place to park, and I parked in a handicap.
And it was the 3rd floor, ballroom, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
Like, where the hell is this place?
I had to stop to pee twice on the way inside the building because it was that far. And then when we left to get in the car to come home, I had to be home. Let's see, this was 5-something, and I had to be home by 6:45 for my son's birthday party and his mom, and I made it right at 5 till the hour. So that was a rush day. But it was good. It was nice to see you, and I was glad you were doing well. You had people around you.
Yeah. I mean, it was great. We had people all day long and sold a lot of stuff, and you know, a lot of people got a lot of tattoos, and so it was fun. And you know what Mike was trying to do is he's trying to, you know, do some different kinds of you know, contests and different kinds of.
Yeah.
So what was interesting is he actually had a tattoo men's physique show, which is, you know, I thought was a good idea.
Yeah.
But I'm not sure how there was no explanation of how the judging was. You know, I think it would be awesome if they actually judged the tattoos and the physique. You know, so maybe 50% towards the tattoos and 50% towards the physique. Because if you just judge on the physique and the guy's got shitty tattoos, it doesn't really make much sense.
That's right.
You know, I think, you would judge them both, and the guy that had the best tattoos and the best physique, won. I think that would be an awesome contest.
And then if they threw on the best car, then that would be you.
Yeah, there you go.
You'd have all three.
And he had an all Asian division bikini and all, Hispanic division bikini, which, that's kind of odd. People were kind of questioning that, that's kind of, why would you do that? So I don't really understand that. I just think he was trying to do something different, and maybe bringing in, maybe a lot of Asians don't compete, he felt, so that would bring more Asians into the...
Well, then not only that, when they gave out the trophy, they gave fortune cookies. So it kind of worked out for everybody. Back years ago, Donald Wong? I think he owned a Muscular Development magazine. Mm-hmm. He was Asian. He was a good bodybuilder. But he actually owned the magazine. There weren't very many around that entered physique. Yeah. And most of them have really good skin. They have really good skin tone.
And hair and skin.
And hair. So, when they get into bodybuilding, it looks really, really good. Did they have a lot of women turn out? Because I didn't see the whole thing.
There wasn't as much as anticipated, not as much as expected. They had an extreme bikini contest, which I was looking forward to, and there was no contestants.
You entered that?
No, I was looking forward to watching. Because there was no, there was nothing... What exactly was extreme bikini? There was no definition of what they're looking for. My assumption was it was more voluptuous types, maybe, more hourglass shapes and not so ripped and lean. That was my assumption, and no girls showed up for that show. Probably because there wasn't much explanation of what the judging criteria was. But I was looking forward to watching that class.
How many people did they have for each contest? Approximately.
I think there wasn't a big turnout, so I think they actually put the classes together, in like the bikini. I think they put them together and judged them separately, but had them together on stage. I really don't know because I didn't really get a chance to watch the show. I was pretty busy at the booth. It was when the show was going on, the stage is right in front of our booth, so all the people were at the booth, as the show was going on. So I didn't really have a chance to watch the show.
How many do you think were in attendance overall the whole show?
Maybe I have, honestly, I wouldn't be able to say. I would say probably maybe 1,000 people on Saturday and, maybe 800 on Sunday.
That's not bad.
I'm guessing. That's my guess.
That's not bad. Now, the LA Fit Expo comes in January.
Yeah.
That's a big one.
That's huge. Yeah, that's going to be,
that's huge. 10,000 people.
Yeah, that's huge. That's a great expo. It's fun, and I'm going to be there, and you're going to be there.
I think I am going to be there. I think there's something I'm supposed to be doing there. I'm not sure what.
Yeah, that'll be awesome.
I went last year, and it was overwhelming. I was there for like an hour, and I walked around. I said, I got to go. It's just like, it was shoulder to shoulder.
Oh, yeah, you can't move.
You can't move in there.
Yeah.
And there's free samples and stuff like that, and people talking on stage.
And there's lines for everything.
Bodybuilding.com always has the longest line.
Yeah, well, what's funny is that the last time I was at the expo, there was a big line, and I didn't know what the people were waiting in line for, so I said, excuse me, what is this line for? Mm-hmm. And the people said, I don't know. And I said, you don't know? I said, why are you waiting in line? They go, well, if people are waiting in line, it must be something good.
Exactly. Or if you stand around.
Are you kidding me?
You stand around there and you just keep going like this, and people come, what are you looking at? And then they finally, what's he looking at? I don't know, but they keep looking.
It must be something free if there's this many people in line.
Well, they gave away a lot of free T-shirts at this one.
Oh yeah, Bodybuilding.com brought over 2,000 T-shirts.
I heard.
And they didn't want to go back with any. They wanted to hand them all out. So yeah, they were handing out a lot of shirts.
Well, you know how it is when you go to a show. You have to schlep all these boxes and stuff, and if you have people do it for you, even better. When I did Wally Boyko's show back in the 80s, Arnold was there and Fergusson was there, and it was that same place. And it was sellout. And I sold T-shirts. I did about $3,000 on a Saturday.
Now, that was the contest that they judged on the audience's participation of clapping and yelling.
Exactly.
Right?
And then they had the Barbarian Brothers doing strength feats and slapping each other. But we had a good time. But, I took all these shirts and all these things down there in boxes, and I didn't want to go home with anything.
Yeah.
When you go and you bring all that, you don't want to take anything home.
Yeah,
that's the way it goes.
There's so much work to get it there.
It's a lot of work.
Yeah,
it's
you
a lot
want
of
to get
work.
rid of everything.
You just want people to come, and at the end of the day, if you go around the booth to booth, they're just giving it out because they don't want to schlep it home. So if you wait till the last day, at the last hour, you get it free.
I wasn't giving nothing out.
No, but people do that. I know the system, so I'm the last one there. Yeah, it was good. And you got more coming up.
Yeah. I'm going to be at the Nationals at the end of this month. Actually, in 2 weeks, I'll be in Fort Lauderdale at the Nationals. And then I'm going on a cruise to the Caribbean, and then I come back, and then I'm in Canada in December. And then I think the Fit Expo is the next thing I'm going to be at after that.
Let me ask you a question, because this is for you people as well out there. I mean, we all have schedules. Most of us, those of you who don't have jobs, don't have any schedule. You can go to the gym whenever you want. But when you're on the run like that, what do you do about training?
I usually find a way to. I like going to different gyms. For me, it's entertaining and exciting to go and meet
people know you.
Yeah, meet people and see people and just check out different gyms around the world. So I enjoy that part, that aspect. But it is hard to get in there. If you're working a full day, it's hard to get in. So I try to get in before. I go to work, before I go to the expo or before my photo shoot or whatever it may be. I try to get in there beforehand because afterwards I'm just exhausted.
I found out over the years some gyms, even because I was on the road wrestling and bodybuilding and all that, when you go and travel around, people in these gyms in these smaller areas never get out of the city. They never go anywhere. Mm-hmm. So when you come to them, it's a big deal.
Yeah.
And they treat you really nice.
Yeah, and they're like, "What are you doing here?"
Yeah. I came to see you. I came just today to see you. I'm going to take you to lunch. And it does make it nice for everybody because they do treat you nice, and you're really making them feel good by being there, and you're a nice guy, so they can talk to you.
Yeah.
You're approachable.
Oh, yeah. I have a good time.
You have a good time?
I have a great time.
I know you do. Well, we wanted to touch on the expo and just talk about a few of those things and let you people know. If you ever get out here, you should come to these things because they're really good. They're entertaining. You learn something. You talk to guys like Rich. You learn more about training. Sure, we do so much on here, but person to person, you can always get more information out of somebody. But we're going to do another show after this, and we're going to talk about tattoos and bodybuilding, right?
That sounds like a great subject to me.
Okay. So thank you guys for watching.
See you guys.
Stay tuned for more, and we'll be back with you on the tattoos for with bodybuilding, how it enhances the muscularity of your body, or not.
Drasin.com. He is the equalizer, baby. See you next time.